All right, we're going to show you guys today how to do a wrap for Krav Maga. There's a lot of different wraps, boxers wraps, and different things, but we're going to show you how to wrap that is going to give you the best protection for your hands. Understand that when you wrap, wrapping has nothing to do with protecting the knuckles, so this isn't ultimately what you want to wear when you're punching. Wrapping is designed to protect the small bones in your hand and mainly your wrist. Has nothing to do with knuckle protection when you're doing it properly. So what you want to do is just unwind them and throw them down on the floor. And then you're looking on this right here, and there's a real key giveaway right off the bat. It says this side down. Okay, so you start with that, and you're going to hook it around the thumb. And then once you get it on the thumb, you're going to make sure that side's down, and you're going to, each time, these are a little bit elastic, so you're going to keep taking the slack out. You don't want to just try to wrap it loose, it'll come off your hand, so you keep pulling it. So with a small wrist like hers, I'm going to give her 6 wraps on this 180-inch wrap. So you keep going around, so that's 1. Every time you come around, you tighten it up. That's 2. Come around, that's 3. Keep taking the slack out. And then 4, 5, and then 6. I'm only doing 6 because she has a little wrist. If you have bigger wrists and bigger hands, then you maybe more like 4. Once you get on this side, the pinky side of the hand, then you're going to just take it and crunch it all up. And you're going to hook it right behind the hand right here, okay, right below the pinky, the meaty part of the pinky. And come around and put it in between the fingers like this. And then you're going to come around and you're going to start wrapping just above the knuckles. You don't want to cover the knuckles. If you do this, it's going to get loose and come off. So you sort of crunch it up so it's a little balled up mess. And you go right here. And you're going to come back around. You're going to do 4 more. And each time crunch it up as you come around. Come over the knuckles. Remember, the whole purpose is to protect the hands and the wrist, not the knuckles. So that's why I keep going this way. So I'm staying on the hand. I believe that was 3. Then we come here and we crunch it up. Now we need to lock this in so it doesn't slide out. So I'm going back around the wrist again. I'm going to make a complete lock and lock it up. Okay. Now we're going to come here and we're going to crunch it up around the thumb side. Now we're coming in between the pinky and make a big ball out of it. Come back to the wrist, okay, from the pinky, and you're going to lock that in by making a full wrap all the way around. And then again, I'm going to batch it up, and when you batch it up here, you sort of ball it up in a ball. It's hooking behind the thumb knuckle right here. Then I'm going underneath in between these fingers right here. Come back again and lock that one in all the way under. Then I'm going to come through, do it again, and put it this way. Now I'm going to change directions. Okay, on it. So instead of pulling it this way, I'm going to pull it the opposite direction across and come back across the wrist this way. Okay, and lock it in nice and tight. Once I've done that, then I'll start making a figure 8. Open your hand wider. Okay, so I'm going to come around from the top. I'm coming in between the index finger and the pinky, and the thumb, I'm sorry, index finger and the thumb, and I'm going to tighten that up. All right. Now I'm simply going to start following that pattern and make a figure 8. So I come around the wrist, come back through where I started, index finger and thumb, crunch it up, come back, lock it in again, come back between the index finger and the thumb, crunch it up, and I've got enough now I can lock it in. So I'm going to take it, wrap it around the wrist, go a little deeper, down the arm, come around, and then lock it in. If for some reason you got it twisted so it's on the other side, just twist it so that it'll lock it in nice and tight. Now what she has is when she closes her hand, she'll feel it pull down tight across the back of the hand and tighten up on the wrist, and that's what you should be feeling. So you want to make sure you make it snug the whole time. Even if it feels a little snug when you're done, once you start working your hands a little bit, it'll loosen up. But if it's too tight, the key is going to be your fingers start turning purple, then you might want to think it's too tight, okay? But that's how you wrap for Krav Maga, not a boxer's wrap per se. Once again, wrapping is protect the back, small bones in your hand, and protect your wrist. It has nothing to do with protecting your knuckles. Ta-da!